Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is May 22nd of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage an apocalyptic, earth-changing event in the United States or elsewhere around the world during the live broadcast of the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Oklahoma City Thunder NBA basketball game on the evening of May 22nd of 2025. So exactly what type of attack or terror event or natural disaster the CIA is plotting during this live broadcast is obviously not known. But I'm going to highlight the most likely scenarios. Firstly, starting with the likelihood that the CIA is going to stage a made-for-TV asteroid or comet strike somewhere in the United States or somewhere around the world. And if they scrap that, they'll likely go with a apocalyptic tsunami attack targeting Los Angeles, California, under the guise of a strike and slip earthquake beneath the surface. But that being said, it appears that the CIA is going to have their Israeli Mossad. So it's imperative to note here that Switzerland is the first Jewish state, Israel is the second Jewish state, and so they're going to use their Israeli Mossad and IDF and Shin Bet forces in the United States to stage attacks, mainly surrounding Donald J. Trump's appearance at the National Golf Club in Washington, D.C., the Trump National Golf Club in Washington, D.C. So while this event is going on, the CIA is going to stage Iranian attacks in the United States, and then they're going to execute Trump under the guise of a medical emergency, a heart attack, a stroke, or an assassination or a terror attack during this process. So I'm going to list the possible targets, but it's imperative to note here that Donald J. Trump is going to be exposed, his security detail, because he's traveling by car, by motorcade, from the White House to Trump National Golf Club in Washington, D.C., which is actually technically Potomac Falls, Virginia. And if you recall back in January, I believe it was January 29th, they staged this crash on the Potomac River between a U.S. Apache helicopter and United Airlines flight, which killed a bunch of people. And so this is, and it was, if you recall, they were doing a COG, a continuity of government operation at the time. So this is because when Trump goes to Potomac Falls, Virginia, they're going to stage an event in the United States or elsewhere around the world that's going to trigger the continuity of government operation, which they were drilling for on that particular date. So firstly, I just want to talk about the most likely events is that the CIA is going to stage some sort of a triple nuclear terror attack that's going to be blamed on Iran. Firstly, there's going to be some sort of attack targeting the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem, Israel. Number two, there's going to be some sort of attack, likely a yacht-borne nuclear terror attack targeting the port of Gibraltar between Morocco and Spain, and or the Suez Canal between Egypt and the Sinai Peninsula on the southern border of Israel. Thirdly, or in respect to the shooting, the shooting last night of this Israeli couple outside the embassy. So this is likely was designed to foreshadow this event. And then thirdly, they're going to stage some sort of a dirty bomb, Iranian dirty bomb attack targeting multiple locations in New York City, likely Statue of Liberty, Times Square, Grand Central Terminal, Central Park, etc. So we have a triple nuclear terror plots that they're going to be blamed on Iran. But they may also stage Iranian, these are going to be obviously Israeli special forces dressed up as Iranians, possibly targeting the Jewish Children's Hospital in Brooklyn, the Spertus Institute for Jewish Learning and Leadership in Chicago, the Wintrust Arena surrounding a WNBA game, and or the Jewish Capitol Museum, where the shooting of 2 Israeli nationals took place last night. So basically, the CIA is trying to stage some sort of a major event to be blamed on Iran so that they can execute Trump and start World War III at the same time. And then they're going to go with their chosen J.D. Vance, who I've said I believe is skull and bones, and they're going to start World War III. I believe Plan B would be to stage a pro-Trump militia, neo-Nazi, KKK, white supremacist type related attack or terror event in the United States, and then arrest Trump for alleged links to said attack. And these may include, but are not limited to, ESPN headquarters in Bristol, Connecticut, the National Museum of African American History in Washington, D.C., and its counterpart in Chicago, the Jewish Museum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or the Kol Ami Jewish congregation in Salt Lake City, and or the Kol Ami Synagogue in Tucson, Arizona. I have also identified 2 Russian attack plots. A Russian-backed attack. This is likely going to be executed via the 12th Azov Battalion of Ukraine, the neo-Nazi battalion, and they're going to attack the oil and gas-related infrastructure in Alberta, Canada, as pretext for World War III. And then I discovered a Russian-backed hacking of Ukraine's power grid, specifically to trigger a nuclear meltdown in Ukraine. And then, of course, I have discovered a biological outbreak plot as pretext for a second biological pandemic targeting Tijuana International Airport on the Tijuana border. And if the CIA forgoes that, then they're likely going to stage the same related, basically some sort of lockdown quarantine outbreak of a airborne biological contagion at one or more airports around the world on the day of May 23rd of 2025. So obviously, in this video, I have not mentioned China once. There may be plots that they may blame on China, but some sort of event is going to happen during this game, this NBA playoff game, and it's likely going to be blamed on China, Iran, Russia, Pakistan, or North Korea. And as I said in the beginning of this video, I hope, is that this attack is going to be CBRN in nature, and it's specifically designed to trigger World War III and or a second global biological pandemic. And for those of you unaware, CBRN is chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. So they're going to take it up a notch or two, and they're going to try to start World War III between the United States and China, the United States and Russia, or between Israel and Iran, or United States and Israel. Those are the most likely. There's also the possibility that the CIA would activate this scenario that I've been writing about ad nauseum for years, which is this mutually assured destruction scenario between Pakistan and India. So, Pakistan is allegedly the root of all terrorism. That's where Osama bin Laden was killed, and that's who they plan to frame in the nuclear terror plot targeting the Super Bowl that I wrote about in 2011, the Nuclear Bible. You can find it online. You can download it for free if you like, but basically some sort of terror attack by Pakistan targeting India, specifically to trigger this mad scenario between the two countries, which have a lot of alleged nuclear bombs, missiles, and so this would be obviously an apocalyptic event, and that may happen also during the live broadcast of this game. So just to recap, some sort of major Defcon level event is going to happen during this particular game, and it's likely going to result in the death of Donald J. Trump, possibly under the guise of a heart attack or an assassination, and while he's going en route to the Trump International Golf Club from the White House and back from Potomac Falls, Virginia, back to the White House. Some sort of continuity of government event is expected. Like I said, this could be CBRN in nature, or it could be apocalyptic events such as an asteroid strike or a comet strike, or some sort of other natural disaster such as a apocalyptic tsunami targeting Los Angeles that results in the collapse of the continental shelf. So obviously, if the CIA stages a Trump assassination or any sort of major event during the live broadcast of this NBA playoff game between the Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder. I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local and state and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets.